many Packer fans are looking at their team now and saying it's not even worth watching without Aaron Rodgers. And I think Martellus Bennett said the same thing and said, get me out of here. I'll go back to play with Tom Brady.
First of all, if people want more information, what's your website?
John Sapochetti, that's JohnSapochetti.com, and you can follow me on Twitter at John Sap and the number 25.
So John's going to give us his picks for entertainment purposes only, but I like to point out that John does know what he's talking about because, John, what is it? How do you refer to the FBI again? What do you think that stands for?
Forever Bother Italians.
Yeah, forever bothering Italians. So John, let's get right into it. Where should people be paying attention this weekend?
There's two games I like. I like the Patriots over Denver. Patriots are a 6.5-point favorite at Denver. I know that Tom Brady has struggled in Denver over the years. He's 3-7. He's lost 3 playoff games there. But this Denver team is a shell of itself. 2 years ago, the Broncos did beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. But I think the Patriots are going to cover that 6.5-point spread. Look for Rob Gronkowski and James White to both have huge games for the Patriots. I think they win 27-13. This is a big stretch for the Patriots. 6-2 at the halfway point, tied with Pittsburgh for the best record in the AFC. The next 5 out of their 6 games are going to be on the road. They play at Denver, then they play the Raiders in Mexico City, come home to take on the Dolphins, and then a 3-game road trip against Buffalo, Miami, and then the biggest game of the regular season in Week 15 at Pittsburgh. That could decide home field advantage for the AFC playoffs. So I think the Patriots take care of business tonight, 27-13, laying the 6.5.
Two high-altitude games in a row.
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
That's true.
Actually, Mexico City is even higher than Denver. So, but Belichick, as we know, the best coach in the NFL, they'll have them prepared for this. And I think Brady, at this stage in his career, he looks at, trying to maybe right some of the wrongs. He struggled in Denver over the years, partly because Denver's had really good teams. This Denver team is not a good team. They've lost 5 out of 6, and it looks like they may have packed it in for head coach Vance Joseph, who's in his first year after a 2-0 start. They've lost 5 out of their last 6.
What's your other game, John?
I like Buffalo. Buffalo's getting 3 points at home against New Orleans. Now, New Orleans got off to an 0-2 start. The Patriots beat them in Week 2, and they looked like they were going to be one of the worst teams in the league. They've run off 6 in a row. They're winning the turnover battle. They're difficult to beat when they're home in the Dome, but this game is going to be played in Buffalo. Weather's not going to be that bad. It's going to be similar to what it's here, 40s. No precipitation expected, but Buffalo is undefeated at home. Only 2 teams in the league are undefeated at home, Buffalo and Philadelphia. I think getting 3 points with the Bills at home is a bargain. I look Buffalo not only to cover the 3 points, but to also win that game. They have a very good defense. They normally win the turnover battle, and I think New Orleans, after winning 6 in a row, a little market correction today when they go up to Buffalo. I expect the Bills to win outright.
John, what about the late game, the evening game?
Well, that's the Patriots in Denver.
I'm sorry.
That's the 8:30.
I got to work with notes more often.
Why you're here, Chris?
This is why I'm here on Sunday morning.
Well,
look,
look,
this is why I have to bring the experts in.
This is kind of funny, Chris, because last week I couldn't remember the Monday night matchup, and it was my Packers playing the Detroit Lions, but without Aaron Rodgers, they're not even worth watching. And we've seen that so far after a 4-1 start. The Packers are now in 4-4. 0-3 with Rodgers going down in Minnesota, and probably will be out for the season. Their roster is putrid. He is the best quarterback in football, and that's why he makes them contenders. Without Rodgers, the Packers are pretty much a non-story.
Well, what do you think about this return from Green Bay to the Patriots of Martellus Bennett?
Martellus Bennett, yeah, just an interesting story there. He was here with the Patriots last year, helped them win Super Bowl 51. I like Martellus Bennett. He's a unique guy, very smart, opinionated, quite a character, something that you don't normally see with the New England Patriots. As a free agent in the offseason, he signed a 3-year, $21 million deal with the Packers, specifically to play with Aaron Rodgers. And once Rodgers went down, it seemed like he kind of lost interest. Now we're going back and forth. Does he have a torn rotator cuff? The Packers released him. They're going to go after his signing bonus. The Patriots claimed him on waivers, and we'll see what happens. He's traveled with the team. It's probably going to be a game-time decision whether he goes or not. They do need a second tight end because Dwayne Allen, who they signed as a free agent in the offseason, has been a disaster. Hasn't caught a pass yet in 8 games, so he has as many catches as I do. Gronkowski could use some help at that tight end position in case Gronkowski gets banged up, which he normally does. But it's a good signing for the Patriots, and I know Packer fans are really upset with Bennett. They think he quit on the team, which isn't a surprise because, quite frankly, many Packer fans are looking at their team now and saying it's not even worth watching without Aaron Rodgers. And I think Martellus Bennett said the same thing and said, get me out of here. I'll go back to play with Tom Brady.
Absolutely. What about the Monday night game?
Monday night game is a game that you probably want to skip out on. I cannot stand watching the Miami Dolphins. It seems like they're the worst 4-4 team in the history of the NFL. They're going into Carolina to take on the Panthers. The Panthers are a 9-point favorite. I say catch up on any shows you missed or go out to the movies, see a good movie, skip Monday Night Football this week, although the NFL will probably be, upset if I said that because, ratings are down. But it's not a real glamorous matchup, the Dolphins at Carolina, and watch it turn out to be the most exciting game of the year based on my synopsis there.
Right. No, of course. It's a bad thing to make predictions publicly. John, listen, I want to thank you. Thank you again. I want you to enjoy your Sunday. Thanks for spending some time with us. And if people want to pick up more of your writings and thoughts on football, they can reach you at your website, which is johnsapochetti.com.